Oh, righty. I think I'm actually ready now. Yeah. Turn that down just a little bit. Now I can hear myself think. So today we're going to be working on getting a very basic set of design development documents into Revit. The model's already done, already created, so we're just going to be taking that model and documenting essentially. For design development, this is essentially a review set for us to give to our clients. So this is the model, very simple, very basic. And we're just going to sheet this essentially. So I've already created the sheets, and we're going to be sure we get these all populated today. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to create a little perspective for us to put on this front. And I think right now we kind of have this thing where we like doing perspective front elevations. So I'm just going to duplicate this in the front. I'm going to set boundary to model. Top view. I'm going to make this a perspective. And I'm going to increase the focal length. And we're just going to walk backwards a little bit, see if we can get a nice little a nice view here. That hidden line. And you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the last project that I worked on and bring some templates in so that we can work off of those. Because I'm tired of the templates not being in here. So let's go manage. So let's just do our view templates. I'm going to overwrite everything. Now I should have a perspectives template to pull from, which I don't know why that's still on. It's not on, but for some reason it is showing. Someone explain that to me? Huh. Okay, so for some reason we're not allowed to turn off. Aha. Doesn't actually overwrite it. There we go. Easy fix. All right, we're going to call this cover perspective. And let's lock this bad boy. I like how I just locked it and it let me rotate it. There we go. All right, so that's going to be the color perspective. Cancel. Mm, 18 inches maybe. Okay. I don't know why I guess in Firefox I get ads on YouTube, and in Chrome I don't. But in Chrome I can't actually display my Chrome window in OBS, so that's the one that I get to do. So this is lot 59. Texas. It actually does not fit. For dimensioning, we always go overall, and then the exterior building shape. And then you go by your rooms, which we've already got one for that one, so that's fine. But we do have this room here. And then always be consistent. So we're doing left. And then your windows, which we've got right here. And this one's a little tough. In terms of because he wants to show that that's equal right there, but if we dimension that, then it will end up equal. So I do left and top usually for my dimensioning, which face the stud to go to. And then once I've got those, I know what dimension strings I'm going to have. I pull those out a little bit. I'm going to leave room just in case we need to put sections or something in there. I'll leave those right there. These right here, I want them to be kind of outside of the patio there. So I'm going to bring these out here and then bring my elevation up. And then if I wanted to dimension the patio here, I would go from the face to there, and then there, and to the face here. And I can bring that out to here. I'd rather it be like this. And then we'll probably go back and give this dimension here as well. What I want to make sure I don't do, like this right here is sort of crossing this dimension here. So what I could do, if I get rid of this and bring this down, and that way I'm not crossing any dimension lines, and you know, this works pretty well. I can actually bring this up, and then I've got a door right here that I need to dimension. And we'll just set that right there. Go ahead and tag all our doors and windows. And then go ahead and renumber our doors, starting with D01. Not my preferred method, but that is the way we are doing it for our projects. And then I start with exterior, and I go in a counterclockwise fashion. I make sure I get all my exterior doors. And then I do counterclockwise again. So I just kind of draw a path. And I start at the front door, and I go counterclockwise here. So there's no doors in that room, so I keep going. Here we go. Here, here. So I went into this room, and now I'm coming back around. Right here. Then I go into that room. There we go. Oops. There we go. And I think that's all of our doors. We'll find out when we look at our schedule here in a little bit. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't throw the door and window schedule on there, which we might as well go ahead and do. I'm actually going to pull our other door schedule in. was it? It's the door schedule, right? Jeez. Door schedule. There it is. I'm just going to copy paste that. Now I can convert that over here. Apparently I did this one. It's no bueno. Apparently also my door schedule for the other project I never actually made. Interior or exterior, so let's go ahead and take care of that real quick. So I'm just going to come here and select everything. We'll grab our doors only. And we'll set the function to exterior. And then I'm going to deselect the exterior doors. We're going to make those interior. So now our door schedule is separated like that. Let's find that D102. How did I miss that door? I don't see a D102. Oh, it's a shower door. And that's easy to fix. We can just do this shower. And then we'll make that D20. Now our door schedule should be updated. Yep, there we go. Now this, I hate to open that project again, but I know we have a better door schedule, window schedule as well. So we're going to bring that in. So let's grab our window schedule. Click over here. Window schedule in. That way it's got it split out into the correct groups. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Reschedule that one or rename that one. Rename that one. And where did we go? We're going to bring this up just a little bit. Never underestimate the importance of spacing of your schedules to help tell your story. All right, back to this. We'll eventually come back around to renumbering our windows here. Hello there, generic count 135. Welcome for joining us. Is you, generic account 135? I know you've introduced yourself before, and I know that it's somebody from Discord or chat or something like that, but I can't remember who that is. No, I'm a horrible host. I think that's the right intersection there. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me on this beautiful rainy day. I think everything else there is windows and doors. So let's just grab these right here. This right here. No, this is a different house. I know. I think I know which one you're talking about too, because when I opened it, I was like, "Wait, is this the plan that I already did?" No, I think you're thinking of the real country one, the farmhouse looking one that I did. But no, this is actually, believe it or not, a different house. This one's a brand new project for us. But I thought the exact same thing when I saw it. I was like, hold up. These dimensions are going to get a little tight in here. Like that right there. That ain't going to work. I see. We put them inside. That's fine. I gotta step out for just a second. I'll be right back. Huh? Just dropping something off. All right. Just gonna have to do no music for a little bit. Sometimes I think Revit kicks me out of a view on a sheet, and I'm not aware of it. It's like sometimes a view goes dead, like it's been deactivated, and usually that requires you to use the deactivate view tool or command. And sometimes I swear I have not deactivated a view that has been deactivated. So stuff like this drives me nuts. One side or the other. I'll do both. Top, top, see? That's a hard top. See, and this is okay because it's an exterior wall. You want to dimension to the exterior. We've got an overall inside. That's good. Is there a half dimension in here? It is. Let's take this and go like that. Let's take this and go like that. I think he wants at least 2 foot in between the sides there, so we're actually going to do it the other way here. So let's take that and go 6 foot in. Oh, question of curiosity. Can't wait. So, oh, we've already shown that dimension. You ever work with Vereni ink? No, I have not. And I know I haven't because if I had, I would have made it my responsibility to understand how to say that. So the fact that I can't pronounce that tells me that I have not worked with them. Bring that into here. There. Whoa. Whoa. Getting all kinds of stuff now. There we go. whatever. Do we do interior dimensions? I don't feel like maybe we don't, but at the same time, see, that's going to be an interesting dimension because we really need all three of those dimensions. We need this dimension to here. We also want the room dimension and the closet dimension. And exterior, all it is. So we really need all three of those. There's really not a good spot to put this at all. I move this up here. I can move this. Yikes. It's pretty ugly. Nope. And now that I know how to pronounce it, I can still say that I've never worked with them. We're going to go just drop these dimensions in here. See, now that's interesting. Why would we do a 4-inch wall here and a 6-inch wall here? It don't make no sense. So I'm just making sure that I've got dimensions for all the rooms. Like, you know, that this bedroom's 16 by 15, and this closet is, 7 by 11, bathroom's 8 by 11, stuff like that. Living room 17 by 23, 11 by 23 for the dining and kitchen. I suppose I could probably put like this dimension in here. I don't know. Kind of open space. Not sure. What's up, Sawas? Thanks for stopping by. So, just so everyone knows, if you head over to the YouTube channel link I've got a live interview that I'm doing with a designer here in, well, one that I've worked with here in Tulsa. I'm doing a live interview with them. We're going to be going over some questions that students and professionals might have in terms of design process and whatnot. But you can check that out. It is scheduled on my YouTube channel page. And I think you can set a reminder. But it's going to be 9:30 Central, Friday morning. And then hopefully we're going to be doing these as a weekly series. So be sure you check that out if that's something you're interested in. And then if you're on the Discord server, there's been a link for you to contribute questions as well. So we've got quite a few questions that we're going to be talking about on Friday, and we'll be going over those. The link to the YouTube channel, yeah, hold on just a second. Here's the YouTube channel link. And we should check that out. All right, I got to step away for just 1 second. I'll be back in just a minute. You got for me. All right. Love you. Bye. All right, I'm back. Kind of. I'm kind of back. I like how I forgot to switch. No, this one. There we go. Put that on down there. I could have sworn I fixed all these earlier. All right. Now I can listen to music though. Oh. When mom stops by, you kind of have to stop and talk. You know what I mean? That's not what I thought I was listening to. Who's that? Oh, that's right. All right. Where were we? Yeah, I had to make sure everyone was back at schoolwork, and my mom was dropping off my microphone. My dad had borrowed for a guitar jam session, and you know, when mom stops by in the middle of a pandemic, you gotta take some time and talk. It's just the way it is. All right. So anyway, yes, that was the description or link to the YouTube channel where we're gonna be doing the live stream on Twitch also, but I've got it scheduled on YouTube, so that's the way you can set your reminder. So you can watch it on Twitch and YouTube. The recording will be on YouTube though. See, there's going to need to be another dimension for this window eventually. Can't really do the inside like that either. You just bite the bullet and do this. It helps. And then we can bring this one down here as well, which will help. Okay. I think that's going to be pretty good for what we're trying to do. And I'm afraid it just doesn't quite fit at 1/4 inch, right? I'm not just making that up. It does not fit at a 1/4 inch. Now, I could rotate it to fit, and then it just just barely does not fit. We can maybe bring this down like this. See, I just don't know that he really wants it to be like that. I think we're going to do what we had earlier. We're going to do no rotation, 3/16 inch. I'm actually going to go ahead and assign the floor plan and disinclude. See, I think doing it at 1/4 inch will help some of these dimensions where they're really tight. But I think for the design development set, we just wanted to get it to fit on the site and not have to tilt our head or anything like that. And then for the construction documents, we'll set this back to 1/4 inch, bring everything out, do a key plan, and then do dimensions a little bit more readable. But I think this will work for now. All right. Floor plans on here. Oh my goodness. Also started a Word document here to give me some direction, or at least to document what things are supposed to be doing. think I've got this checklist somewhere. I swear. Okay. We kind of have a checklist. all that just so this elevation would look right. And go ahead and update this Windows stable as well. All right, so now I just learned that I get to do even more work, which is fine. Essentially, we're going to do partial plan and key plan on this floor plan. Which means essentially we're going to do the major dimensions here. Actually, what I should really do is take this and let's just duplicate that with detailing. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take this, we're going to disassociate that. I'm going to associate this and change this back to footbridge. And now I've got all those dimensions still, but oh wow. So apparently that's interesting. If you hide notes and annotations and then duplicate with detailing, those will not show up in the new one. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to rename this plan. Overall duplicate dependents. Duplicate dependents. So it's going to be A and B. So I think B is going to be just the garage. So we're going to come in right there. And then A is going to be just the house. So we're going to come in about right there. And I think we're going to have to make this annotation crop pretty big on there. Yeah, I think that is what we're going to do. So then I need a new floor plan sheet. So we're going to call this floor plan. We're going to call this B plan. So then I need 2 new sheets. I'm going to make those by putting the entries in here. So this is going to be A104 and A105. There we go. Floor plan A. Partial. There we go. Let's do overall plan. There we go. That's better. Partial. There we go. And now when I do a new sheet, I just select those two and I've created them. I might be able to fit this on the other key plan. I might be able to put this on the key plan sheet. Let's see. There's my floor plan sheet. Floor plan. Let's put here. It will. That's what we're going to do. We don't need that other sheet. All right. So now we can get rid of some of these other dimensions. Window dimensions and wall partition dimensions we can definitely do. That. So basically, we're just going to have building shape and partition dimensions here. So we don't necessarily need the room dimensions on these. So even this right here, what I can actually do is like this, and then we're going to get rid of that middle one. And we want one more right here. We're going to do it right here instead. Really? I was going to say, I don't remember it being like that before. And then we can actually get rid of like door tags and room tags and things like that. So this is a much cleaner plan, much easier to read. And then those same dimensions will be on the other plan. But it's going to be larger, so it'll be easier to read. And I think just like these two, I think these are going to be on the other one too. So actually, this one's going to be over there. Let's move this closer. And then we're going to put one right here. I think we're going to extend that one out like that. Yeah, and I think we're going to do this too. We're going to leave it just like that. You know, what we need to be careful of is these elevation markers. We're going to place them in this plan, but then we need to be sure that we don't move those in another view. So we're going to hide them in other views. And then, so like, see if I move this, it's going to move it in that plan also. We can do that. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to take and hide this here. And then we're going to make a new elevation, and we're going to do reference front elevation, and then we can kind of just put this wherever we want. So I'm actually going to do like that right there. I'm just going to put this right here. And then we can set this up however we want, essentially. I'm going to bring this out. I'm going to bring this out. And I can bring this, bring this, and set it just like that. And that'll make it much easier to read since everything's a little bit bigger scale. So even this right here, I don't think we, do we? See, and we don't want to delete these either because they're actually in the other view, so we want to hide those. Well, we can hide that one too. And this allows us to basically come in here and just showcase the dimensions for this part of the house. So like we can even put our that final layer of dimensioning on here. Let's go ahead and save that. And I'm going to put that window dimension in there. There we go. Uh-oh. Make sure you're dimensioning to the right thing. So like we can hide this. We can hide this. You don't want to delete anything when you're dealing with dependent views. You just want to hide them. Because that's only hiding it in this view. Like if I go to my other floor plan, you can see all those things that I just hid are actually still here. It's like I want to go in and hide these instead of deleting them. Because if I delete them, it's going to get rid of them. Where is it? Here. Let's see, I've got that. So if I come in here and I delete these, they're gone in here too. We don't want that. So all I want to do is take them and hide them and then apply that hide. All I'm doing is I'm essentially doing little glasses here. So if I select some stuff, I've got keyboard shortcuts, hide elements, and then apply hide isolate. So I've got keyboard shortcuts, HH for hide elements, and then AH to apply. And that hides those in that view. So quick keyboard shortcuts there. That's pretty good. We'll leave that right there. So I think this is all going to be pretty close to almost CD level documentation. I'm going to bring this out here. And this to there. I think that's going to be our floor plan. I don't need to show this. I think I'm going to put a reference to the front elevation here. I think we're also going to need this elevation right here. So I think we're going to put that in there. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about the back. I think just the one showing the garage doors for the front. We're going to do that. And I think we can actually put that right here. Oh, geez. Let's throw that on here. I'm going to bring that in so that we're getting just that right there. Let's make sure that I didn't. I'm going to just take all this stuff and hide it from this video. Am I? Yeah. Ah. Hmm. Ah, come on. Hmm. What have I done? I done messed it up. Hmm. And I just realized it's 5 o'clock, which means I may be wrapping up here soon. Send that right in the middle there. I think maybe we'll get this flat sheet of exterior elevations kind of started to set up. And then we'll be done. I'm just going to get rid of that one. That's what I'm left to do. Some perspectives. We can set up some perspectives real quick. Let's take this. We're basically going to duplicate this. This is going to be our front perspective. And then we'll duplicate that. That'll be our rear perspective. And for these, we're going to showcase the house just a little bit more. And give it a little bit more dynamic look. We're going to do this and then canvas over this like that. So you can just see that window peeking around there. And that'll be the front perspective. And then let's take a look at this back perspective. We want to do something like this. I don't think anything's really interesting over here. And we could do that. Hey, we get the same effect like this though, and we get to see a little bit more of that roof line. I think we're going to hide that other roof. Let's just kind of piece it like that right there. Something like that I think works pretty well. Let's go ahead and lock that. And then let's drop those on our elevation, on our perspective views. Sheets. We're going to make these just a teensy bit bigger. Something like 22 inches. Same thing with this one. Oh, you can go bigger than that. But we're not going to. Let's just be consistent with all the other sheets. There we go. And I think that's going to be it for today. We're going to end on that. So appreciate you stopping by and watching. If you didn't catch it live, if you have any questions, feel free to leave comments below. If you're on Twitch, head over to YouTube and throw those comments in there. And we'll take a look at those. And hopefully we'll see you next time you come around. Until then, have a great one.